traveler's dream. Might stumble far, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Better people. Oh, baby. Better people.
Ooh. Hello and good evening. Welcome to round 3 of the PHG GTWS Manufacturers Cup. Tonight we will be doing splits 1 and 2. My name is Toon, as you all are probably well aware at this point. I am accompanied by Leo2443 or YT underscore PHG underscore a Mazda for me. And I'm also accompanied by Mustang Chuck. Now, just due to time constraints, we're going to just jump on over and we're going to get right into the nitty gritty. So let's go and take a look at those race details, shall we? So we are on round 3 of the Season 2 exhibition, and we are at Alsace Village Reverse for 13 laps in any manufacturer-specific Group 3 car. All racing tires are allowed. There are no requirements. There's a 4 times tire wear and 5 times fuel burn. And this is going to be a very interesting track. It's a very ebb and flow. You got to really get into a rhythm to succeed in this. But let's move on over and take a look at the bonus point distribution. So, for the bonus points this go around, you will have 5 additional points added to your overall tally for the overall fastest qualifier in a qualifying session. You will also get an additional 5 points for being pole position of your split. 5 points for fastest lap of the split, 5 points for leading a lap, and 5 points for leading the most laps of a split. Now, for the fastest overall qualifier, it should come as no surprise to everybody. Jorge Sr. has been on an absolute tear and took that additional 5. So let's go and take a look at said qualifying results. So, during the midweek qualifiers, Jorge Sr. came in with a 150.976 in the Toyota, followed by Racer 51 with a 151.313. At our podium for the overall midweek qualifiers will be Bobagito in the Nissan GTR with a 151.825. Making our way down the order, we have PHG Rick Shear, followed by PHG Fast Cougar QC, rounding out our top 5. Then we also have Wade CBRG with a 151.954 in the Alfa Romeo, followed by PHG Jersey, Spazua CBR, PHG Shaggy Doo 88 and P9 in the Alpha, with PHG Lyric with a 152.209 rounding out our top 10, followed by Talon in a McLaren, and JK85 CBR in the Lamborghini. So this is our top split lineup for tonight. And overall point standings right now for the PHGWS, the top 10 for individual drivers, is Jorge Sr., followed by Wade, and Racer 51 rounding out our podium, followed by Shaggy Doo in P4, Spazua in P5, followed by the man, the myth, the legend himself, McNaughty in P6 in the AMG, followed by JK85 with Lamborghini, PHG Lyric in P8, Veterdan in P9, and PHG Speedburner, also known as Hector, with the Porsche. And my mic completely cut out when I was trying to give Hector his flowers, and I am sorry for that. Making our way over to the manufacturer point standings, overall leader is, well, Toyota, followed by Porsche, then Alfa with Genesis and Lamborghini rounding out our top 5, followed by Nissan, Chevrolet, AMG, Ferrari, and Honda. So we've got a little bit of diversity, but we've got a GTWS season coming up. So Toyota's for some reason just way more powerful than it should be. But Leo, you went and did some qualifiers. Why not tell the viewers at home what they could expect and give like a racer's perspective of this circuit?
Yeah, of course, Toon. I mean, This is an odd course for sure. There's a lot of elevation changes, a lot of different tight corners, and some racing lines that you wouldn't think work, but they do somehow. We will be seeing a lot of tire drop off. I think I only saw maybe 3 laps on the softs before they were done, so fuel will also be an issue. It goes by quick. I think I was only able to get maybe 8 laps before having to fuel up again.
All right. And what do you think is a real contributor to success on this circuit?
Mainly consistency and not overshooting any of these corners. I mean, they look like you could go real deep late break and get around them. That is not the case. And keeping the rear end underneath the car, because them tight corners that I just spoke of will make you spin out so quickly, it's not even funny.
All right. Now to get another side of this coin, Chuck, you drive in VR. So what's this track like in VR?
It's just wild experiencing all of the elevation changes, like Leo was saying. It just gives a whole new perspective on how the track looks. You get the tummy ticklers coming up over the bends a little bit, even though your body doesn't respond or whatever because it's not actually happening, but your brain thinks it does. The downsides with a lot of it is though, and with any track in general, but especially here, is not being able to see as well out the front of the car like you can in bumper cam. So it's an additional challenge for us VR players to be able to, spot the apex coming up on certain uphill or downhill sections and be able to turn the car towards where you want it to go.
All right, I got you. Now, before we jump over to the race stuff, why not enlighten the viewers at home what the steep downhill on the test course is like for you? That's got to be a booty clencher.
Oh yeah, the Alsace Banky boy. Is that Alsace? No, wait. Test.
Yeah,
Which one are you talking
yeah,
about?
the test course where you got to go up the hill, and then there's just that steep drop like a roller coaster, and then you got to make a sharp left at like a split second, otherwise you're gonna hit the wall.
Yeah, it's incredible seeing that wall just kind of loom up in front of you. Like it's almost like you're coming up on the Death Star or something like that. It's truly a gut check. Another gut check turn with being in VR is that sector at Road Atlanta, right before you go downhill into the S's.
Yep.
In bumper cam, you can definitely see. Okay, here's where it is. I need to angle it over here. But in VR, that's blocked by the hood, so you cannot see, where you're supposed to be turning. It's just kind of like, oh well, I hope it's about right here.
All right, I gotcha. So, all in all, VR has its own set of challenges. It looks cool, but it's definitely not without its flaws. So, let's go and get on track, shall we?
Yes, let's do.
All right. So, it would appear that we are just doing a bit of free practice, and Bristol 51 is on his outlap. And since we're not really in a qualifying session per se, let's just get some thoughts and opinions from you two and the folks watching at home. We'll start with you, Leo. What were your thoughts when you saw this car and track combination where it's Group 3 Alsace reverse and you could use any tire that you can muster?
Well, I mean, you heard my first thoughts when I saw it and went, oh, why did I choose this picture? Originally, I wasn't going to do it, and then I don't know. I just decided I like pain. And I was like, never mind, I'll give it a shot. Like I was telling Sal the other night, this track only came up a daily once since I've been playing, and that was like 2 years ago.
Wise words from Leo2443 YT_PHG_ a masochist is he. Now, Chuck, did you do any qualifying for this?
I didn't. My wheel's on the fritz again. Been in touch with Thrustmaster, keeps disconnecting. I was actually got really bad when I was trying to turn some practice laps for the Trial Mountain GWS race, and it's kind of hard to practice for a race, let alone race itself, when you go into a turn and you get hard on the brakes, and all of a sudden you get the notification your controller has been disconnected, and the car just keeps going. Unfortunately, I couldn't turn any laps here.
Yeah, I get that. I tried practice laps, but I don't know. The mojo wasn't there. I like being in the booth. So
Fair enough.
It's where I thrive and all that. But while we're still doing the qualifying, let's go and just do a quick cycle through and see what kind of liveries everybody's rocking here. I see we've got Mr. JK and a nice, well, it's got a big number 7 and Hooters.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully you didn't see the stuff on Twitter about the one guy. You know what? We're not going to touch on that. You know what? Let's go and take a look.
For bankruptcy.
Oh, they did? All right, we got Sour Patch Kids livery, and yeah, we got Sour Patch Kids livery. That's actually that's shiny. That is very shiny.
Yeah, I was talking about it yesterday. I really like the color shift on that last one.
All right, and we got a 7-Up livery on Wade. Actually, how many people actually go out and buy 7-Up? Do they still make that stuff?
Certain market. Like you can still find mellow yellow in some places.
Yeah, fair enough. We got Jorge in just a forest green. Is that a small PHG GTWS thing? Let's see. We got Lyric in a. That's a quintessentially Porsche livery.
All the tricks, yeah.
Yep. Now let's see here. We've also got an Oreo mobile, which I'm a sucker for Oreos. Fun fact for you: in a study done on rats, they found that Oreos were actually more addicting than heroin.
Wow.
This was a study done back in 2013.
Wow. Well, it looks like the qualifying's getting underway too.
Yep, we've got qualifying underway, and we are going to be on board with Spazua, the Spazzy. You know what? We're going to go with Spazzy.
I like it better.
Yeah, okay. So, we're also on Bobagito, which hopefully I'm saying that one right. And we're going to be just doing a quick outlap with him as he comes through turn 3? I don't know. It's a bad one. Yeah, turn that one.
Yes.
And then as we see Fast Cougar coming into turn, we have NASCAR at home. He's holding a nice line and getting a good run out, and it looks like prepping himself for the long right-hander, which intersects with the test course and the booty-clenching drop that it holds. Now, it seems Fast Cougar is leading the charge here on the outlaps, but we've also got... Oh, wait. Hang on. Everybody actually showed up for this one. All right. So, yeah, we got a full group. I like to see that. I like to see that. Yeah, very nice, yeah. All right, so Fast Cougar's leading the charge, but there's also 11 other drivers in here that are definitely going to want, the best possible position, and it's anybody's game because your progress in a midweek qualifier is definitely not going to be indicative of how you're going to do in a proper race qualifier, because during the midweek qualifier it's set to qualifying settings where equal conditions mode is on, there's no wind, so some people might actually do better than they thought just due to the wind at their due to the wind at their backs, or they might I don't know, wind direction could really change things, because if you get so much of a tailwind, you might wind up out braking yourself, and start telling. Anyway, jumping on over to PHG Lyric, who just crossed the line to start his hot lap. Now, Leo, you were in the Mazda, and no Mazda jabs this time. No Mazda jabs this time. Where
Okay.
did the car struggle on this track?
Can I say everywhere?
If you do, then I'm going to make a bunch of Mazda jokes.
I'll just
You might as well get some ready. Because it... Either it was hold on. Because there was a lot going on when I was doing my qualifying.
Okay.
The tail wanted to come out. Freaking... It felt like it had zero grip anywhere. And didn't want to turn. So... Go ahead and get the Mazda jokes ready because it's strong everywhere here. Just... I'm okay with it.
Alright.
Because, yeah, it was... I mean, even on the softs, it felt like it had no traction anywhere.
Okay. Well, I wish I could say something good about the car, but unfortunately, I was just wanting your opinions on it. Now, as we jump back on up with Fast Cougar, who is nearing the end of his first hot lap, got a good bit of wear on those racing soft tires in the Lexus. He's going to be coming across the line, setting the benchmark at a 152.308. Let's see who's going to try and rise to the top. Now, we've also got Racer 51 coming through with a 151.720. Now, there's one name I have not seen come across the line yet. Oh, there he is. Never mind. 151.597. Well, you guys knew where I was going with this, so...
Yeah.
It looks like Shaggy's gone into the pits, and Jorge Sr. will be leading the charge at the moment, but there's still about 5.5 minutes, my apologies, of qualifying left. So, it's anybody's game. It really is. Now, let's get one thing quickly ironed out. Leo, Chuck, which one of you two is the camera car?
I am.
Leo is a camera car.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on my desktop right now. I don't have it anywhere near. Yeah, nowhere near my computer. Or my PlayStation.
Well, welcome aboard. Welcome to the PC gang. It's fun. It's nice. We have, mouses and keyboards, and definitely not stuff you want to raise. Actually, I have tried playing Assetto Corsa with mouse and keyboard. That was the most irritating stuff I have ever done. It is so unnecessarily complicated. There's no cargo go button. You can't. I mean, you could set your mouse up to be your steering wheel, but then it's the same. Honestly, if you're on a PC and you want to do a race sim, just buy a controller. You don't have to buy a wheel. Just get a controller and start there.
Yeah, you might laugh at me when I say this, but I'm actually on a very, very, very outdated iMac. It's so old that won't even update anymore. So, plan is one of these days to, and you and I were talking about this briefly, privately, I think, soon is, once I get my own little dedicated sim kit set up, maybe getting a hold of you and help me build a good PC so that maybe I can, maybe get into the OBS thing a little bit and maybe get, try my hand at iRacing and some PC gaming stuff in the future. Who knows? But one step at a time.
Yep, and luckily I can get you set up on OBS really, really, really quickly. Because, at the end of the day, when you know how to, put things into OBS, it's just really easy. At least for me. That might just be something I'm proficient with. Just finding different ways to do stupid stuff on there. Yes, Leo?
Saw somebody go wide in the big Banky boy. I don't know if that was just a line that they were taking or something happened. I didn't catch it quick enough.
That's alright. Luckily it's a qualifier.
Yeah, someone got the run that they did not want.
Actually, for that bank, Leo, what's the line? Are you supposed to go up then down? Are you supposed to ride the high line? What do we do?
You know what? To be honest, Toon, I have no idea. I tried all of them, and all of them felt about the same. I would assume you would want to start high, come down low, so that way you can cut down, because that once you come out of that big banky boy and go to the next turn, you want to be as close to the guard railing as possible on the left-hand side, or else your car will wash out and go into the grass and, wreck out.
You know what I think would be incredibly hilarious to see is somebody in the PHG community who is close to Racer 51's case create a Joker car.
Oh, because of the Batman livery? Yeah.
I think that'd be hilarious.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. That would be, I don't know, I feel like Batman and Joker, while it is an iconic pairing, it's just been done way too much.
Hate to say it because it is a good team up, but it is a team up that's been done throughout the years.
And I'm not even talking about, the adaptations and, the comics and all that. I'm just talking about, in pop culture, everybody says Batman, everybody will say Joker. What about, what about Penguin? What about Mr. Freeze? What about, oh Lord,
I was particularly not akin to, but I actually like the Puppet Master guy. He was a cool one. And then the Clock King. Yeah.
I always like Scarecrow.
The Clock King. Scarecrow too. He's another favorite of mine. But yeah, I'll agree. Kind of can't do. They've already. They literally did time travel Batman vs Joker anime too long back, so they've done, I think, all they can creatively with the Batman versus thing. So maybe best just to remember the classics and let it sit for a while, and you never know, maybe something new and fresh and exciting will come years down the road.
Alright, now jumping back into racing action, looks like Jorge Sr. is nearing the end of what might be his final quali lap. No, he's going to do another one. Alright, and he just set a new purple with 150.748. So that mountaintop's getting a lot further for a lot of these drivers. I think we just need to make a new split where it's Jorge and 15 more of just him, and we'll just call it Jorge class, because this man makes it look so easy. Oh, looks like Jorge is satisfied with that time and is back in the pit as we have Racer 51 coming in and going blue. Looks like if he keeps this momentum up, he will definitely take P3. But if he can find more pace and get into the nice ebb and flow of this track, that will also wind up possibly taking P2, depending on what the next time check looks like. Now, I also see we have opened a rabbit hole in the chat where everybody's talking about Batman villains, and by all means, y'all please keep doing that. Legitimately, please keep doing that. I want to hear some wild takes. But anyway, as we see Racer 51 going into the second time check, he is still a 10th up. So, yep, unless Rick is up on his current lap time, he's going to lose P3 to Racer 51. Now, if Rick could find about a quarter of a second of time, then he could take P2 off of Lyric. And then if Racer 51 still goes blue, as long as Rick Shear can overtake Lyric for the position for P2, Racer 51 will be stuck in P4. So this is going to be really interesting to see as we see Racer 51 coming around the last corner. And he is getting a good run out. What will this time be? It will be a 151.560. Oh, and Bobagito comes in with a last minute with a 150.749, followed by Lyric trailing by just a little over half a second with a 151.413. Rounding out our top three for the qualifier will be Bobagito with a 151.564. Making our way down the order, we have Racer 51, followed by Rick Shear, and we've got Spaz with the Huracan in a whopping 152.040, almost into 151 territory. I think he'll wind up getting somewhere akin to that time during the race itself. We've also got Talon in P7, followed by PHG Jersey in the Corvette C7. Going on over to P9, we have Fast Cougar with a 152.308, with Wade CBR rounding out our top 10. Making our way down the order, we've got PHG Shaggy Doo, followed by JK85 CBR with a 152.580, rounding out our starting grid for this qualifier. It was a good effort, and no time was over 2 seconds apart, so in the grand scheme of it, that was really close racing. Chuck, what did you think of the qualifier that we saw?
I just think it's incredible once again that we've got everybody within seconds of each other in this whole grid. That's going to provide some great racing. It's a lot of skill to get your way around this track as fast as these split one guys are going around, and I think we're all going to have a really entertaining night of racing.
Now, I do also want to quickly detract from this, because we are in the presence of Racing League royalty, folks. The one, the only McNaughty is in chat. And I just want to let you all know that the illustrious, the magnificent, the absolute masterpiece that is the Naughty Racing League is returning 28 days from now, on the 28th of March, in the year of our Lord, 2025, we will have Season 5 of the NRL. Sign-ups open tomorrow. It is a paid entry, but it is definitely worth every single penny, because you will have some amazing racing, you will have just competition unlike any other, and you have the opportunity to walk away with some cold, hard cash in your pocket. And who doesn't like to win a little bit of money on a game they've already dropped a couple thousand hours on? Now, let's go and focus on this race, shall we? All right, as they are lined up, here we go! All right, as we wait for the start moving. I've never seen a rolling start take this long. Oh, there we go. I don't know, I've never seen it, and normally they're just, I don't know, that was kind of weird.
Just had to think about it for a minute.
Yep, it had to decide if it wanted to cooperate, like that one bug that Leo was having a little while back. But they are off, and we are now underway for top split of round 3 of the GTWS Expert Series. Yep, boogity boogity boogity, we are off. And it looks like Jorge is going to be leading the charge, getting dangerously close to that barrier. Ooh, that could have been a little bit ugly. Yep,
cold tires, man.
Yep, definitely cold tires. Now, there has been like some look into the telemetry to see what qualifies as warm tires and what qualifies as cold tires. And it seems like anything under like 60 is listed as cold tires. And due to like in some testing, people have found that yes, your tires are colder when you leave a pit after a tire change, but they're not actually like dead cold tires. They're like semi-optimal temperatures. So do with that information as you wish. But Leo, it looks like Jorge is already starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. Do you think we've got any opportunities for drivers to go in and try and battle for P1 against Jorge?
It's a hard question to ask, Toon. I mean, Jorge Sr. is fast. Now, what I have noticed, though, is we've got a mix of different tires, so maybe they're trying to shoot for a strategy over Jorge, is what I would think, but I don't know for sure. Everybody's on a mix of medium and soft tires.
Okay, and with 4 times tire wear, you could get, what, maybe 6-ish laps on a set of softs?
You would have to be so delicate with that to even get that close. In qualifying, we saw maybe 3 to 4 laps at max.
Okay. So the go-to tire for the drivers would probably be the mediums, but even on the mediums, would you have to pick?
Yes, because fuel would become a factor. I think you only get about maybe 8 to 9 laps of fuel as well.
Okay, so it's really a matter of fuel and tire wear, and it's not just an all-out sprint like Race C is this week.
Correct.
Understood. So we should definitely see some interesting strategies, and we may also see, you know, people rolling the dice. Now, as we jump on board with Rick Shear in a beautiful cockpit cam, by the way, thank you for that production. He is trailing Racer 51 right now, and is trying to really set himself up to get as much speed out of that slipstream as possible. Looks like Rick did get a really good run out of that corner and caught up to Racer like he was standing still. Now, I did see a bit of a bunt draft from it. Yep, all up on that bumper. Now, Chuck, in a position like this, you've got, you know, since we're in cockpit view, is this pretty much all you see without turning your head, or is there more you can adjust to where it doesn't look like this?
No, it's pretty much plug and play when it comes to PlayStation VR. There's not very many things you can adjust. The only difference is you get much more of a 3D effect when you're in VR. Everything just jumps out at you a little bit more, and once again, it's one of those challenges that you don't get necessarily in 2D driving, but it's always a blast to do it for me. The adrenaline gets pumping. I'll tell you, if you want to see what it really looks like, I got a win last year. I think it was last year in the Toyota Cup at the Formula race at Catalunya, and that race was physically demanding. Both running a Formula car and just mentally. And if you want to see what it really looks like, I've uploaded it on my channel under the race win section somewhere, probably where it's posted, as well as a few other playlists that I have. But it's unreal on how much it just tricks your brain into thinking I'm actually here.
So, with it tricking your brain into thinking you are in that car, which, I mean, that is the purpose of VR.
Oh no!
What happened, Liam?
11 Shaggy Doo unfortunately got into the grass. Him and Wade have been battling this entire time while y'all were discussing.
Let's see if we can get a replay really quick. Alright, so as we jump on board with a replay of... yep, Shaggy dinged the wall. Ooh, and he got a bit of a spinner-rooney.
Yeah, you hate to see it. You think you got enough room, and unfortunately, that wall comes out and jumps you and grabs you and spins you around.
Yeah, the grass is definitely one of the worst enemies of any racing driver. Oh, and it seems we did lose Shaggy in the process. Don't know what happened there, but as we jump on board with Wade, who's currently about 2 seconds behind the racer ahead of him, we're gonna go and take a look at Jorge, who actually has Lyric, really closing the gap right now. Jorge is on the mediums, and tires are Lyric on?
Give me 1 second here. Lyric is on the softs. I'm also seeing in chat Shaggy is actually having a pretty bad migraine, so that may be what happened there.
Understandable. And
we'll pray for you to get better, Shags.
Yeah, get better soon, man. Now, I should also make a quick note that tomorrow, it would appear we'll have a guest appearance in the booth while Leo's doing his race.
Oh?
Yeah,
oh.
We're getting the... Also, Rick Shear did get around Racer 51, so looks like the long game paid off, but there's still pit stops to fly in, and really, it's still anybody's race. Anything can happen. Anything will happen, and, well, it's honestly a guessing game up until everybody crosses the line for the last time. You all know how racing goes. As we see, Talon is currently a little bit down on his time, must have had a less than ideal run, but it looks like he is definitely catching up to Racer 51. And
I was going to say, Toon, He was
Yeah.
having a really good battle with Racer 51. That's what actually slowed him down a little bit. I've been keeping an eye on them two now.
Alrighty. But it looks like it slowed them down to the point to where Spaz and Jersey can kind of throw their hats into this ring because they're all starting to really group up back here. And with Talon in the, what is that, the NSX? McLaren?
McLaren.
Okay, thank you. I don't know. These cars run together when you've done commentary long enough.
Yeah, I can understand that one.
Honestly, I think just to help our poor commentator eyes, everybody should just start putting in big letters what car they are in. So if you're in a GTR, just put GTR on the hood, and then if you're in a McLaren, just put a McLaren logo or something. I don't know.
I mean,
It's been a long day. I all know what you're driving. We all know what you're driving. You don't need to do anything because we can hear it screaming on the other side of the track.
Yeah, Rodrigo Bois.
And we go,
Anyway,
anyway, let's get back to talking about the racing. So Jersey in the Corvette, the Thai Corvette, which I believe is a... Wasn't there a... Yeah, that's who I was thinking. A nod to a NASCAR driver.
yes.
I couldn't remember who
Indeed.
drove the Thai car.
Papa, where you at?
It was Ricky Rudd.
Ricky Rudd was a
Oh, there you go.
one of those old school tough guys in NASCAR. Literally blacked out after wrecking and was back in the race the next day and just like,
That's
I don't know what happened. I just blacked out.
I know, Bubba, car just went grr and crash, and then next thing I know, I was racing the next day. But as we see, Spaz is having a really good run on Talon at the moment. Will he have enough overspeed to try and get the overtake done on Talon before they get into the braking zone? They are side by side right now. It is really a guessing game, and it looks like, no, he will not be able to get done as Talon has the inside unless we can see Spaz do a cutback. No, cutback. Nope. Not quite cutback territory. But it was a really good try nonetheless from Spaz in that magnificent Oreo livery car. And that's the, okay, what car is Spaz in?
He's in the Huracan.
Alright, thank you. Again, these cars
Gotta get
really
back
run
free right here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a nice three-way bout between Jersey, Talon, and Spaz, and it looks like Spaz might have a good run. Nope, Talon is defending really well right now. But it looks like Jersey's going to poke his nose in, and will Jersey get it done? No, a little bit of contact, but nothing to actually complain about. And Jersey's side by side with Spaz. That Lamborghini cannot hold off all V8s. Leo, what engine does the Corvette have?
It's a V8.
It's a V8. Okay.
This one's...
Do you even need to ask? Oh, Jersey in the wall.
Jersey in the wall, but no damage, and was able to hold on to the position. And yes, I have to ask.
Neck code.
It might have been. I'm not sure.
Well,
Ooh.
Oh man, they are battling hard. Look at this.
Yeah, they're battling really hard. I kind of want to just sit here and let the battling speak for itself because words can't do it justice. Spaz was able to get P7 back from Jersey for the time being, and it looks like Spaz is slowly pulling away. Either that or Jersey was just letting the car coast a little more because I believe that corner is very much a lift and coast. Now, it looks like Spaz got a good run out of that corner, but was it enough? No, it looks like Jersey still got enough slipstream to close that gap. So this battle is definitely going to carry on into the next lap and maybe the lap after. But I also did notice that the fuel tanks are getting low. What's up, Leo?
I was going to say, I'm looking at these guys that are battling Spaz and Jersey. There is a Congo line forming behind them of Fast Cougar, Wade, and, well, yeah, that's about it. Fast Cougar has been trying to peek in and see where he can take that from Jersey.
This is exactly what the PHG Race League is all about.
It is.
Hard, fast racing.
Yep, and this is definitely a good warm-up for any of these drivers interested in joining the NRL because the racing is going to be even more intense than this. Now, as we've got Wade side by side with Fast Cougar, looks like he'll be able to send it up the inside and get the overtake done. But Fast Cougar is not going to go down without a fight. Now, Leo, who is looking the worst in terms of fuel right now? I assume Jorge is probably not, but I mean, he's leading the race right now.
Give me 1 second. Cycling through the field now.
All right, while you do that, the conga line, race, race.
It would be Lyric, actually, up in P2. He is the worst off on the fuel. He's past a quarter.
Ooh, and Lyric's also doing the worst on tires.
Yeah. Actually, it would be Rick Shear that's doing the worst on tires.
What do you mean?
His right front is dead.
He's also doing the worst on fuel. That is, Rick,
Never mind.
if you're listening, go to the pits. Please, I implore you. That is, yeah. No stopper ain't happening. All right, and Jorge is on the pits. Now, he did hold off Lyric even on the slower tires, which is a testament to Jorge's overall driving ability. It looks like everybody is now starting to file into the pits. Will we see?
And now they're going to take on some Michelin tires and some Sunoco race fuel.
Yep, and it looks like Bobagito did not go in, so he's going to try to get that extra point.
How's Bobagito looking on fuel? Because he does not have enough fuel to run the rest of the race.
No, he doesn't have enough, but he does have the tires and a good amount of fuel to at least lead one lap.
Yep, I mean, bonus points. There are bonus points for leading laps, but I also know that. Wait, is it 5 bonus points per lap you've led? Because that could snowball really fast.
That would be insane.
Okay. So everybody gets a one-time bump of 5 bonus points if they lead a lap. All right, I'm understanding now. Also, for those of you inquiring about the paid entry fee for the NRL, it is indeed $10 USD. So just bear that in mind. But it used to be. Actually, I don't know if it's still the case. If McNaughty's here, maybe he can answer this question. Are tiers to your channel at the not the basic tier, but the one up?
MVP.
Do they still get the MVP tier? Do they still get the free entry or no? I can't remember what the layout was for that. It's been too long. So anyway, as we jump with Jorge Sr., who's out of the pits on another set of mediums, and looks like got just enough fuel. He's going to try and dance right on by JK as Bobagito goes into the pits. Did he get enough of a gap between himself and the others to get favorable position as we see Jorge jump not 1, but 2, not 3, 4 positions. 4 positions in one fell swoop.
This is going to get real interesting right here with regards to everybody's different strategies and how much it shuffles up the ranks once everybody starts diving in pits, taking on fuel with whatever compound tire that they decide to go on next.
Alright, so as Bobagito exits the pits, he will be exiting MP3 just slightly ahead of Lyric, and it looks like Bobagito has opted to hop on the racing soft. Since there's only about 4 laps left in this race, Bobagito should be able to survive on that many laps. Because, I mean, Lyric went 8 laps on the softs, isn't that right, Leo?
I'm trying to remember what he was on. I think maybe
He was on the soft, I think. Yeah, he was on the softs. And then... So, either way, the soft runners will be able to run the rest of the race on those tires, lest they absolutely fry them.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing. Keeping from frying them is probably the best bet they got going for them. Light inputs, not overdriving the car, essentially.
All right. You know what? You're very good on your tires, are you not, Leo?
I try to be. Sometimes that doesn't work out, depending on what kind of car I'm in.
Like a Mazda.
Yeah, front-wheel drive Mazda. We're not going to talk about the last race.
All right. There's that.
But yeah, I don't want to be the fastest guy, but Keeping the tires underneath the car is like my main priority when I'm racing, especially on a tire wear race. Just because
just to quickly detract, we're going to have a replay of Rick Shear passing Spaz, and Rick in the Renault, which honestly is not a car I expected to do very well, but
Well, let's keep dive bomb.
Yeah, very well executed. Parked it on the apex, was able to get a good send rolling, and Rick is able to get that Renault just off and running. Now, do I see an iRacing logo on that car?
Let me see. Yeah, no, that is a sim cockpit looking. Yeah,
Major League Sim Racing. It's a rip off of Major League Baseball.
Yeah. Speaking of Major League Baseball, when we go to our break, I've got a game I gotta catch up on. But anyway, that's break tune problems. We're on race tune problems. Now, as we jump on board with Fast Cougar, who is about to get the overtake done on Jersey in the Banky Boy. Looks like he had a really good run, and going up, then down, onto the bottom, and then trying to carry that momentum through definitely worked out in his favor. Fast Cougar is definitely carrying quite a bit of extra speed in that Lexus of his. So will he be able to catch up to Spaz? Will he be able to catch up to Rick Shear? It's a guessing game right now. Now, Chuck, what was your manufacturer for this?
I actually hadn't signed up for it. With my work schedule and everything like that, I probably would have signed with Ford. Big shocker, am I right?
Yeah.
But with regards to my work schedule and everything like that, it's not very conducive for me to actually be able to participate with the splits I'd likely end up being in, because I work rotating off days with 12-hour shifts. So, I don't have set off days, and the GTWS stuff is much more conducive for me because they have those multiple slots throughout the day, or it's now I'm GT1 throughout the evening, right? But with regards to other stuff, some Saturdays I'm working. Like I'm working this weekend. I worked 12 hours today and came home to help commentate with you fine gentlemen because I'm actually having a good time doing this. But actually being able to participate in, I would have probably been in one of the lower splits tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm going to be working.
Understandable. But hey, Chuck, we're really happy you're here. And I mean, it's been a long day for everybody. Most of these people probably got off work. They're semi here, and they're going to try and get the race done. Others may be in the same camp as you, where they worked really long shifts, got off, and got to racing. They might be like me, where they got like 3 hours of sleep last night and then had to work and have to, expend all the extra mental energy to try and focus on this race. Now, I do see that Wade is getting very close to Jersey. For some reason, Jersey is just falling off. What could have happened to cause that, Leo?
With all the tight turns and everything, and he's in the Corvette, he is... Maybe his tires? Maybe he's not used to the mediums? I'm not sure. Maybe he got too used to the softs running around. And just getting readjusted to that would be what he's trying to do. I don't know. I know keeping the traction down is probably wearing him out, trying to change all the gears and everything. There's a certain way to shift the Vet to where it keeps the traction down. I never figured it out, so... Ooh.
A little bit of a door bash, but looks like everything is a-okay. That could have been anything from netcode to PD being PD. But no damage, no harm, no foul, and Wade now has P9 from Jersey. And it looks like Wade is actually closing the gap to Fast Cougar as we speak. So it seems we've got an interesting spread of cars here. Nobody's really too far out. Now, I do want to quickly go and jump on board with our race. Oh, what happened?
That Spazza looked like he was getting a little sideways. This again could be netcode, but looked like he was starting to Drifty Boys. Pull some initial D.
No trouble. Well, let's go and jump on board with our race leader. And it looks like Jorge is... He's having a nice, relaxing drive on a Friday night. Yeah, so looks like the battle is going to be between Bobagito and Lyric. Bobagito on some half dead, half alive racing softs, and I think Lyric did another stint on softs. Did he not, Leo?
Yes, actually he did.
All right, and whose tires are looking better right now at this juncture?
So let me see here.
Definitely not Racer 51 or Talon.
No, but actually Spazua and a couple of the other guys in the back, JK85 and Jersey, both actually have really good tire life left. Other than that,
All right.
and actually George, our leader.
Well, Jorge's on medium.
Yes.
So Spaz on the mediums. Actually, given the life of those racing softs right now, the medium driver should have an advantage on paper, shouldn't they?
A little bit of one. I mean, like we said earlier, these guys are pushing the cars. Thankfully, it's the final lap, but we'll see who overshoots their tire strategy here.
You're looking up the inside.
Yep, looks like it. And looks like Spaz might be able to try and get an overtake done on Talon too. Ooh, getting a little squirrely, hearing those tires screaming as they are coming around on the last lap. It looks like Spaz is trying to set something up. Will Talon be able to defend the position? No, it doesn't appear to be so, and Spaz will overtake done on the inside. So we got fuel lights on, we've got dead tires. These drivers have to be tired, and honestly, it's gonna be. Bobagito actually has the fastest lap right now. I just noticed that. But let's go and jump on board with our race leader as we see him come across the border for the final time. Well done to Jorge Sr. Another extremely dominant showing, and across the line. Yep. And Bobagito will hold on to P2. Lyric will round off our podium. It looks like Racer 51 will be able to hold on to P4 with just enough fuel to get across the line. Rick Shear will be able to hold up, and a drag race to the finish where Talon take P7 from Fast Cougar.
Wow.
I wonder if there's a way we can get a playback of that drag race.
No, race is over. You'd have to go you'd have to go watch the replay for it. But congratulations to Jorge for pole position and clean race. All right, let's go and take a look at those provisional results, shall we? So, taking race victory will be Jorge Sr. with a total race time of 24 minutes, 48 seconds, .439. Taking P2 and fastest lap will be Bobagito CBR in the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3, followed by Lyric in the Porsche 911 rounding out our podium. Making our way down the order, we have Racer 51 and Rick Shear rounding out our top 5, with Spaz in the Huracan taking P6, followed by Talon in P7, Fast Cougar in P8. Going on down the order, we have Wade in P9, followed by Jersey, with JK85 taking P11, and Shaggy88 rounding out our racers, who unfortunately had to hop out due to medicinal reasons. But all in all, that was a great race from everybody. Leo, what were your thoughts on what we witnessed?
Excellent as always. I mean, a lot of close racing, a lot of close battling. Some stuff I saw made me nervous. I would be scared to see people on my side going up a hill and then down the hill with me. Other than that, the amount of respect that we saw, people giving each other space where they could. So, all in all, some great racing.
Couldn't agree with you more. Chuck, what are your thoughts on what we just witnessed?
Just gotta double down on what Leo said. I know I sound like a broken record when I keep mentioning VR, but post racing like that hits a lot different when you're in VR, and it's fun, it's exciting, and it's once again a testament to all the drivers that we have out here that they were racing as close and hard as they were. That would you know, I'm the one in the driver's seat with the headset on, uh, like my hindquarters pucker up a little bit coming into some of these turns where it's like, okay, where is he? Where is he? Am I going to hit him? Is he going to hit me? Nope. We're racing each other good and hard and clean, and that's what we all like to see.
Indeed. Now we're going to take a brief intermission so the drivers can cycle on out, and so all of you can go do whatever it is you might need to do. You need to use the bathroom, grab a snack, do your dishes, whatever it is. So just stay tuned, and we will be back in just a few minutes.
The engine's roaring life in the fast lane. PHG, we've been named, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go back. Pushing limits, breaking barriers, ain't looking back. Tires screaming as we take that turn. Fuel and fire in our hearts we burn. Opponents in the mirror, they can't keep up. Keep the throttle down, never wanna let up. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Team strong, bonds like no other. Brothers, sisters, ain't no undercover. Victory sweet, but honor even sweeter. Every race together makes the fight deeper. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers, better people. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Great racers, better people. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we roll the steeple. Great racers,
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. We just had a really good split from top split, and something tells me that second split is going to deliver just as much action. My name is Toon, and I am accompanied still by Leo and Mustang Chuck. So let's go and have Chuck take you all through the race settings and the point spreads. Chuck, take it away.
All right, once again, this is round 3 of the GT PHG World Series Season 2 exhibition. The track is Alsace, Village Reverse. 13 laps in a Group 3 car. Now, it's not any Group 3 car. This is manufacturer specific. At the beginning of the series, you sign with the manufacturer, a la like you do in the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturer Cup. So you are locked in to whatever Group 3 car from your manufacturer that you signed with. All tires are allowed, but there's nothing that specifies you must use these tires. And full modifiers are 4 times tire wear, so 1 lap equals 4 laps on tire wear, and with fuel, 1 lap equals 5 laps of fuel usage. As far as the series points distribution goes, there are bonus points, something new that we've integrated into the league. So you get 5 points for being the overall fastest qualifier in qualifying sessions. You get 5 points for being the pole position of your split when you're actually qualifying on the day of the race. 5 points for the fastest lap of the split. You also get 5 bonus points for leading a lap of the race, and 5 points for leading the most laps of your split. As far as the qualifying results, this round, first place is Cornbread with a 152.408 in the Nissan. Second place is McNaughty, proprietor of the Naughty Racing League, with a 152.514 in the, as far as I know, the only Merc, the AMG, signed for in the series. In third place, we got a minute 52.837 with PHG Strict 9 in the Porsche. PHG Vetter Dan with a 152.893 in the Chevrolet Corvette. In fifth place, we've got 152.894 by Slowpoke Rods from the CBR team in the Ferrari. R-Star Ace R1, also in a Ferrari. 152.913. PHG C-Dubs, also in a Ferrari, 153.005. Plankton trying to find that hidden formula in the Ferrari with a 153.082. Jimmy K9 CBR in the Porsche with a 153.104. Pops, PhD Papa in the McLaren as per usual with a 153.230. And Wicked CBR in the Genesis with a 153.396. And in the PHG World Series top 10 so far, we've got Jorge Sr. with 770 points, followed shortly by Wade CBR in the Alfa Romeo with 750. Racer 51 trails him in the Toyota with 725. Shags with in the Alfa Romeo with 690. Spaz CBR in the Lambos with 650. McNaughty in AMG 640. XJK85X in the Lambo with 610. Lyric in the Porsche with 595. PHG Vetter Dan in the Chevy with 590. And PHG Speedburner in the Porsche with 580.
Alrighty, thank you, Chuck. Let's go and take a look on track with everybody on their outlaps for qualifying as we jump on board with Slowpoke Rods, and looks like he's got not a lot of clean air going for him at the moment. He's got Cornbread right behind him. He's got Veteran right ahead of him. And looks like McNaughty is leading the charge right now on the outlaps. Let's go and take a look at what he is rocking today on his AMG. And it looks like he is representing the NRL on his AMG. He knows what time it is. It's time to get that marketing underway. All y'all consider joining the NRL. And yes, this might be partially sponsored because I commentate for it, but you know what? I'm driving this boat right now. So NRL, better than whatever the GTWS has going on for it. Not this, but like the actual PD GTWS. Just gonna throw that. Anyhoodle.
Not this. The other thing.
Yeah,
The thing that's
the lesser one
in the game.
with Jimmy whatever and that other guy that nobody cares to know his name. All right. Anyway, we jump on board with C-Dubs, who is currently driving what? Oh yeah, he's in the Ferrari. All right, as C-Dubs in the Ferrari is coming in on his first hot lap, followed by Papa in P3. Papa got bumped up into split 2 from qualifying, so I mean, Papa's definitely feeling a little bit of the pressure. I remember, talking to him earlier today, and he's not having high hopes, but I mean, sometimes you got to humble yourself to achieve the greatness you have within you. Now, as we jump over to Vetterdan in the Corvette. Yeah, all right, in Corvette, Vetterdan is currently right behind Slowpoke at the moment. So I'm hoping these guys will either work together to give each other, some extra speed with bump draft, or they space out to avoid any carnage. And yep, as TK's put in the chat, NRL registration opens tomorrow. So think about signing up. If you got $10 and you want some ungodly racing, then you want to go and sign up for the NRL. Now, as we jump on board with Cornbread, who is he's got a little bit of that slipstream from Reddit. And McNaughty's going to be coming across the line. What will the first lap be? A 152.878. Very well done, as we see C-Dubs come across the line with a 153.241. That was only the first hot lap, though, folks. So this is definitely going to be something to pay attention to, as Papa jumps from 4th to 7th as everybody comes across the line. Luckily for Papa, there's still just over 6 minutes, or just under 6 minutes left. My apologies. So anything can happen, anything will happen. Just find a way to bounce back and try and put a lap together. And RSR Ace appears to have taken the lead from McNaughty by, what is that, like 900ths of a second?
Correct.
Yep. McNaughty has actually jumped to 3rd, so Plankton will be in P2 at this moment. Everything is definitely subject to change, as there's still just over 5 minutes left in this race, or in this qualifier. Wow, I am not here today. Leo?
Yeah.
On the back, cute mini Ferrari.
Yeah. The other car that I have a burning hatred for. Cool. Anyways.
Something you and I can both drink to, Leo.
Yep. I am not a fan of how they treat their customers, and they won't let you do anything to the car. So, now if someone gave me the keys to it, one, I'll go drive it. But I still hate them.
Yeah, still Ferrari.
Yeah. All right.
Look, gun to your head, would you pick a BMW or a Ferrari?
Do I have to?
Yes. Gun to your head, bud.
No.
BMW.
Alright.
BMW for sure.
Alright, and it looks like McNaughty has taken a fresh set of tires. Sorry, Leo, carry on.
No, it's alright, dude. Yeah, as we're riding on with McNaughty, going up the hill. See if he's actually going to push this lap to get the tires warmed up, and or, try to get across that line as quickly as possible to get the next 2 hot laps out of the way. So I think we're getting into that time zone of where you can possibly do that. Or is he going to take it easy this lap and then full send and call it good on the next one? And yeah, so we'll hop over here to Cornbread in a GTR. I know that looking car. Those are cool. And a livery is that. Never mind. Not saying that out loud.
Oh, we were laughing about that last night during quali.
I'm gonna say it. We've got Cornbread being just a man unlike any other. just absolute testicular fortitude in a magnificent corn hub car.
Now, I will say, Tune as a fellow Ohioan, I can confirm that Brett also is an Ohioan. I've seen him very well in lots of the points races. Ohio is basically cornfield. So.
It is. Next to Iowa, yeah.
We're hopping on with the Strict 9 here, the Porsche. Look at... Yeah. Let's see. Has he set a lap in yet?
Now, it looks like Strict 9 has not set a quali lap yet. So I think he might just go for a Hail Mary on the last one. Now,
okay. Okay.
Yep. I'm getting work from production. Is PD just playing a big joke on us? He actually has set a time. But as we jump over to Wicked CBR, who is currently just a little over half a second behind Papa at the moment. Wicked is currently driving Genesis from what I can see. And let's see. Don't know what was popped up in the chat. Okay. It said like RRORS or something. I don't know what that was about, but as we jump back on board with the leader, with Ace R1, who's currently leading Plankton by 9/100ths of a second, and is in auto drive? I think.
I've been chasing him down like he's got the Krabby Patty secret formula.
He is indeed. I'm trying to see if Ace accidentally kicked on his hazards, or... Yeah, it looks like Ace just accidentally has his hazards on. I think...
Oh, yeah. Ace is in VR, so...
Yeah, I can
buttons
confirm
may have got
that
pushed.
you can't, I can confirm, again, being a resident VR racer, that sometimes you lose track of where the buttons are because you can't look down while you've got VR. You can look down to see your virtual steering wheel, not the actual steering wheel you're using in the real world. So once again, that's just one of the other downsides of running in VR, that you got to build that muscle memory to move around the steering wheel to know, okay, this button is here, this button is here.
Alright, I
Vetter
see.
Dan.
I also want to make note that Vetter Dan just came in and absolutely yoinked P1. And it would appear that there was an issue on track. Also would like to note that Vetter Dan has spun! Okay, commentary curse. It only took us 3 rounds.
Oh, don't worry. It'll happen more.
That's a pretty good record for me. 3 rounds without cursing somebody. I'm doing good. I'm a changed man, chat. So how about we put the crosses away, we put down the torches, and we don't crucify me for somebody spinning out. Now, we see Plankton coming around for the final time in this qualifying session, and back into the pits for the final time in this qualifying session. Looks like that is everybody done and dusted?
Actually...
looks like Cornbread is still hot. Come on, Corn Hub, what do you got for us? and Slowpoke is also on a hot lap. And it would appear Papa is also on a hot lap. So it looks like these guys are going to use every second afforded to them to try and get one last gas spin. See if we can get something rolling and maybe get a last minute position as we see Slowpoke coming across. Will he be able to jump the 300th? And he will! He will take the position from Ignati, and looks like Papa will be in P10.
Cornbread up to P2. Hot lap indeed.
Yeah, Cornbread was on a flyer. All right, so let's go and take a look at the results for qualifying. Leo, would you like to do the qualifying?
Sure, I could do that, Tune.
All right.
All right, so in P1, we got Vetter Dan, the Corvette, the 152-109. P2 is Cornbread, the proprietor of Cornbread Racing, and the GTR with a 152-290. Then we got Plankton and the Ferrari and a 152-474. And then we have C-Dubs and the Ferrari as well with a 152-564. Coming in P5, RSR Ace R1 and the Ferrari as well at a 152-603. P6 is Slowpoke Rods and the Ferrari as well. That's a lot of Ferraris in a line. With a 152-687. Then we got McNaughty in P7 with these, of course, AMG with a 152. Yeah, AMG only, brah. 152-878 for his time, and then Wicked in the Genesis with a beautiful Caterpillar livery, by the way, homage to NASCAR race. With a 153-196, and then rounding out the field, we got Jimmy K9 in the Porsche with a 153-287. And down in P10, we have Papa with a 153-415. Then we got Strychnine in P11 with a 153-637.
And shout out to Better Dan for pulling out the pole position in this one. Him and I've mentioned it before in the past couple streams of the issues I've been having with my T598. I was in Papa's chat a while back when I first really started having issues with my wheelbase, and Better Dan came in. He's like, "Yeah, I've been having the same thing too." Just kind of coaching me through some of the stuff that I got to do to get in touch with Thrustmaster, being the I think it's going to be a power brick issue, and he definitely was like giving me some intel and some information. Like, "Yeah, just get in touch with Thrustmaster." I say all that to say I'm glad to see that his issues are figured out, and now he is starting on the pole to lead this race in a very American car. Even though it's not.
I see you have your own squabbles with American car manufacturers. I mean, 10 to 1, they're all crap. So let's just get this race, shall we? So PHG Better Dan is going to be leading the charge on this one in his Corvette. And it looks like we'll have, Corn Earnhub Sr. in P2, followed by Plankton in P3, and they are off. It looks like Better Dan's getting a little bit squirrely on those slightly cold tires, and everybody is now underway. I know there were some that had a less than stellar qualifying session, so the race pace will definitely be able to make up for it. God, that is just a hilarious livery. We're adults, I know, but come on, man.
I can agree with you. It is a quite the livery there. A play on words, if you will.
Hang on.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, as Cornbread is trying to hold off Plankton, C-Dubs et al., looks like Better Dan is definitely pulling away, but Leo, is Better Dan still on the softs?
No, actually, I was just about to tell you that everybody is on the mediums.
Oh.
Except for Papa. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Every single person.
All right. One of these things is not like the others. As we jump
a lot
on
of
board,
pack racing here in the whole way back still, but everybody still seems really close up.
Yep, and seems McNaughty has not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 positions. ahead of him that he can take. Let's see if he sends it up the inside. How many is he going to get on this one? One position. No position. One position. He gets it. All right, McNaughty gets the one. Now let's see if he can get the other 4 in the next couple of laps. Yeah, everybody is still very much grouped together, and it seems everybody is racing as cleanly as possible. Cornbread and Plankton side by side. Looks like Cornbread will have the inside for the upcoming corner. Will he be able to hold on to it though? Or will Plankton be able to make a move stick on the outside? Let's take a gander. And it looks like Plankton will be able to shoot up the inside. And okay, Leo, I'm sorry, Cornhub livery shooting. I'm done. I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm out.
No, you gotta come back. Gotta come back. We gotta do NRL.
No. I'm so tired, man.
I know, dude.
All right.
I know.
All right, so Cornbread has about a half a second or a quarter of a second. Oh, shut up, Chuck. Looks like Jimmy had a pretty bad run. Wonder what happened here.
He actually spun at the top of the hill. I was trying to figure out when, and I think we already missed our window a while back to get the replay on it.
We may have. Luckily, it's only lap 2 of 13, so Jimmy has a ton of opportunity to make this up. Now, jumping on back with C-Dubs, who is in a battle for some podium positions with Cornbread and Plankton. McNaughty has shot all the way up to P5. So I think he's driving like a man on a mission at this moment. Coming up into the last corner for the second time of asking, C-Dubs is going to have to defend in his Ferrari unless he wants McNaughty to just fly right on by him. And Cornbread asks the age-old question on the back of his GTR. Do you follow Jesus this closely? Do you?
Oh, and Plankton gets a little bit sideways coming up the hill there.
That'll cost him a little bit of time, but honestly, this is not a split that you want to make any mistakes, because if Plankton makes mistakes, he's going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to lose a lot of positions. Like, let's just cut the faff, and he's going to lose a lot of positions. And it looks like C-Dubs is able to pull away from McNaughty just a little bit, that gap going from 4/10 to almost an entire second. Now it seems that Plankton is able to also pull away from Cornbread just a little bit, but I think Cornbread just might have a handling advantage in the bank, because it looks like he is pulling slightly away from C-Dubs, as we've got Slowpokes and Ace almost side by side coming into this corner. And with Slowpokes holding the inside, looks like he'll be able to get it. Ooh, that was a little dodgy, but it looks like there was no contact made. Very well done by both drivers. And is it a Ferrari versus a Ferrari right now? Okay, welcome to the one-make portion of this race. We've got Slowpokes in a Ferrari and Ace drifting a Ferrari. So it raises the age-old question, what color is your Ferrari?
No, oh yeah.
Oh, I sold my 401k.
Yes, just for this particular type of Ferrari. Yes, I'm better than everyone.
Yes, I believe Enzo was the greatest thing to touch this planet, even though he was, pompous.
Ken Miles has entered the chat.
Yeah, Ken Miles wants that. Yeah, Carol Shelby and Ken Miles want to have a word with you. Alright, so McNaughty getting a little bit squirrely from the looks of it, losing a little bit of speed on C-Dubs, but he's definitely doing a great job keeping up with the rest of the field. As it would seem, he has gained quite the advantage over Slowpokes at the moment. McNaughty is also very much a avid sim racing enthusiast, driving on the Logitech G Pro wheel, and I believe he also has the G Pro pedals, doesn't he, Leo? Like,
I believe so too.
This man has dropped.
He also has new. I was gonna say he also has the new rims and hubs and everything that Logitech just came out with as well for different driving styles.
And I definitely got to say, I am really loving the battle between the wheel and base manufacturers when it comes to how popular simracing has become. Everybody seems to be just coming out with new stuff for everything, and the technology is advancing at a rapid pace compared to where it was just a few years back, and that's very promising and a very fun time to be a sim racer.
Well, did you guys hear about those sim wheels that literally have a kill switch on them because they're that powerful?
Yeah, I've definitely seen a few videos of those.
I've thought about getting one, but I don't know if I need that much, force feedback in a wheel. How much is too much?
Yeah, because, well, conventional wisdom from the digging that I've been doing is that too much force feedback takes away from the road. So, kind of balance you as a driver have to figure out on what works best for you.
And McNaughty has also jumped up into P4. He is definitely saving those tires, but that fuel tank is not doing him any favors at this moment. It looks like McNaughty is going to try and find an opportunity to overtake Cornbread. So, if I were Cornbread, I would, I'd be getting ready to start defending like crazy, because if he doesn't, McNaughty's just going to be climbing the ranks, and then it'll be crown time, baby. Seems like C-Dubs is starting to slowly fall back. Cornbread is getting just a little bit closer in McNaughty's sight. So we've also got Plankton, who seems to be falling back in terms of trying to catch up with Vetter Dan. Now, Leo, what are some of the disadvantages of the Corvette, barring the fuel tank?
Actually, not too many are terrible. I know it chews up the front tire good, just because of how heavy that engine is in the front. I know it does do that, but other than that, it actually is pretty decent on fuel.
So could Vetter Dan be pushing that car a little too hard?
One second, let me look here. No, I think he's doing what he can with it. I mean, it's a V8, still pretty thirsty motor, but it's pretty decent. Okay, I've got to.
He's also doing the 3/4 shift like you're supposed to with that thing.
Be honest, Yeah, unfortunately, I've had to hop out of the lobby. Internet's not keeping up.
Alrighty, that's perfectly okay. You can just help commentate here and look at how he's sending it up and getting the overtake done on Cornbread. He is driving like a man possessed. Now it looks like McNaughty. Now it looks like McNaughty's got Plankton in his sights. Could we see McNaughty jump all the way up to pole position in this race? Like, could we see him take the race lead and possibly the race victory? Those avid fans of the NRL and McNaughty himself are probably sitting there rooting for some crown time in a league race. Now, as we jump on over to Slowpoke, who is about a little over half a second ahead of Ace at the moment. Seems like he's holding quite nicely. Coming into one of the long corners and is actually nearing the final turn for lap 6. Now, I haven't seen a crest livery in motorsport, so Chuck, you're going to have to... Oh, and we've also got Vetter Dan in the pits. Oh, go ahead, Chuck.
You said a crest livery?
Yeah, Slowpoke's got a crest livery.
Yeah.
Do we know any actual cars that have that?
I saw one.
Okay. Well, hey Hoodle. So as we're on board with C-Dubs, it looks like he might be catching up to Cornbread as well. It seems Cornbread is having a little bit of trouble right now trying to hold on positions, but C-Dubs did get swirly, which did slow him down quite a bit from the looks of it. And our race leader, Invetter Dan, or at the moment, our race leader, Invetter Dan, has come out of the pits. He did take a rather early pit stop, though. Will he be able to bounce back from that, Leo?
You know, depending on what tire he put on, he should be able to. Maybe he's trying to do the undercut. Maybe stretch the fuel out as long as he can. I mean, with it being a short shift car in the first place, it already saves fuel. That's what I meant to say earlier, and I forgot all about that until you brought it up.
Also, Wicked's fuel tank is doing horrible right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, his fuel light's on.
Good.
Well, and it looks like
so
McNaughty's
is
fuel light's
McNaughty's.
on as well. So it looks like we'll be seeing Plinkton and or McNaughty going into the pits this lap. But it looks like McNaughty won't be too far behind him as they come out of the pits, as it looks like Plankton is maybe just is just over 3/4 of a second ahead. Cornbread jumps into P1, somehow still how does he have that much fuel?
Maybe be saving it, short shifting and fuel trimming a lot. Is what I would think.
Well, that would explain why people were able to overtake him earlier.
Yeah, just cruising, you know, going up and down the hills, looking around at beautiful scenery, going, I'm going fast enough. Now he's probably setting it to kill.
Yeah, but is 1/4 of a tank enough to do 5 more laps?
That is the question I do not know.
Huh. We're going to have to come check on Cornbread here in a little bit because there's a lot of questions. Talon is saying no. It is not enough.
And that would be the guy to know, honestly.
Yep. Talon's definitely the one who will
livery right there.
Yep. Crest livery. Don't think I've seen that on any real life car, so he's just spreading the awareness of dental hygiene.
There you go. Brush your teeth, people.
Yep, go brush your teeth. Just put us on your phone, go to the bathroom, grab a toothbrush, grab a toothpaste, grab your Listerine, brush your teeth. We jump on over to Vetter Dan, who is back up to P4 at the moment. He's got a 7-second gap at least, though, so it's
I'm really wondering if Cornbread's going to try to jump in the pits with how his tires are doing since he's coming up towards the pit section. Front stretch.
Not sure because Cornbread's gone past the standard pit window, so kind of hard telling it. Yep, he's going into the pits.
Cornbread coming into the pits for some Michelin race cars. Sunoco race fuel.
Yeehaw, Bubby. Alright, now let's go and take a look at Plankton. Oh, Slowpoke went in with 1% fuel. Wow, that was playing a very dangerous game.
Yeesh.
Alright, so Ace currently has the race lead at the moment. Vetter Dan is still about 7 seconds behind him, but Ace is gonna have to go into the pits this lap. There's no questioning. Like, he should have enough fuel to make the pits, judging by his fuel gauge, but he's going to be cutting it really close. It would appear McNaughty has jumped back up to P4 at the moment. So once Ace goes into the pits, McNaughty will be in P3, and it looks like he also has some company in C-Dubs. So the proprietor of the NRL is going to be fighting tooth and nail, and he also opted to hop on the mediums. Didn't take a set of softs.
Maybe then he can actually push it as hard as he wants to.
Could be, that could be something. Also, I am getting word from Talon that Cornbread had crashed.
Oh.
Like crashed as in crash race car or crashed as in crash game?
Crashed car. I'm not sure, but Cornbread is on the racing softs, and he is now going to be giving it full throttle. Papa up in P7 at this moment, doing probably better than he had thought he would. So that's definitely something to take some credit. And Papa does. Oh my God, yeah, he has fastest lap.
Oh, wow.
Okay, 152 points.
Who knew that?
Wow. Wow. Do I even have a wow anymore? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
no.
Right at the right time, though.
Just
right
coast,
up coming
bud.
into the
Coast.
pit.
You got
And he
it.
makes
You
it.
got it. All right.
Yep. They can't hear us, but hey, we're trying to give moral support here. As Vetterdan will retake the race lead, and McNaughty jumps into P3, Plankton P2, and it looks like everybody up to Papa, including Papa actually, has gained a position, and Ace has hopped on the racing soft, so it's going to be absolutely sending it now. Vetterdan still on the mediums, has about a half-second gap between himself and Plankton. So it looks like Plankton and Vetterdan were able to split off. So all of the pack racing will be from McNaughty going down. But will Vetterdan be able to hold off Plankton with how tightly Plankton is following him? As they come through the bank, it looks like Plankton was able to carry quite a bit of speed, but not enough as Vetterdan is still in the lead. Will Plankton try and go for a cutback? And he does! Does he make the cutback stick though? And he does! Plankton makes a beautiful cutback and takes P1, but Vetterdan says no you and takes P1 right on back.
No you.
So
No you.
For a moment, Plankton was able to get the race lead. Wow. And Vetterdan was able to respond in kind, but Plankton now knows what he can do to get that position back. As the gap is just a tenth away, and Plankton taking a wider entry into the corner. Looks like he was able to carry just enough speed to stay right on the tail end of Vetterdan. These two are definitely racing with everything in them at the moment. And Vetterdan coming into the last corner. Who's going to be the last of the late breakers? And it looks like nobody's going to try and get cute with it. Vetterdan will hold on to P1 as they come onto the start-finish straight for the 10th time. And looks like, yeah, Vetterdan is starting to lose a little bit of ground to Plankton. Let's see here.
Chevy versus Ferrari, the knockoff version of Ford versus Ferrari.
Let the knockout version be Chevy versus Lamborghini?
Maybe. I don't know.
Alright, Plankton does have a tire advantage on Vetterdan, so we're going to have to see how that shapes up. It looks like Slowpoke is not really gaining any ground to McNaughty at this current moment. He's also got about a 2.5 second deficit at the moment. But C-Dubs is definitely trying to get some positions right now, as it looks like he is just about a second behind Slowpoke. And Papa up in P6 is about... Ooh, Papa actually has Ace on his tail, but Ace is also on the soft... Oh, Papa's on the soft tail. But, ooh, looking at that tire wear, does Papa have enough tire life to get to...
Smart move. Smart move.
Yeah, that was actually a smart move, letting Ace on through. But does Papa have enough tire life to run the rest of the race?
That's going to be cutting it close. If he does, he's going to be feeling it the last 3 turns. But we've seen him doing it before. Where he just full sent it the whole race.
Pops is a
When he
former
shouldn't
crew
have.
chief for a asphalt oval track racing team, so he knows tire life.
That he does, but do you really think PD adheres to proper logic? Exactly.
I can
But
hear
as-
him
I'll
even
answer
back
that for
and
you.
forth trying
No,
to
they
clean
don't.
off his tires.
Yep, and it looks like Vetterdan is holding off Plankton quite handsomely at the moment, causing Plankton to really burn up those racing softs. As we jump on board with Papa, whose softs are not looking too great on the penultimate lap. But he should be able to do something with what he's got. He's got Cornbread right on his tail. As long as Pop can defend, P Island is all his. But he's also going to have to, you know, defend not only this lap, but the next lap. And
Survive.
Now, to the more race inclined for GT7, given the way the tire model is, at what point do your tires, at what point are they considered dead? Like a quarter life left when it's nothing but red? Like, when are these tires actually dead?
My mind, with regards to that, is round about halfway through. That's just me. I know I don't have as much of the speed or the talent as some of our compatriots in the PHG race team, but for me, I start really feeling it when it gets to be about halfway into the red, and I start thinking I need to go in and change tires.
Okay, Leo, your thoughts?
I'm gonna say a quarter and below. That's when I start noticing it really badly.
So, do you think Pop is feeling it right now?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely
Yeah,
will be.
that's
As he's
way
gonna
deeper
try
than
to go
both
on
of
the
our
inside
estimates.
there and couldn't quite do it because I'm pretty sure he was turning the wheel and it did nothing.
And Rowdy's saying he considers tires dead when they are at 1/3 of life. So at this rate, we're pretty much running every fraction possible. And it
Well,
seems
to be fair,
Plankton-
Rowdy's an old dirt track driver, so he knows how to get sideways to keep the car fast.
Do tires even wear on dirt?
Yes.
Surprisingly, yes.
Okay, well I just learned something new today.
Yep. We could.
All right.
I'll tell you how later. Different
All right.
types of dirt, different types of clay.
There you go, final lap.
But anyways,
Go, better Dan. Represent
Yep.
the Thrustmaster crew.
Yeah,
On
this
to
is
it.
the final lap, and it's do or die time for Plankton. Plankton's gonna have to find some way to get a little bit of extra life out of those softs if he wants this race victory. Better Dan is magnificently defending, though. Like, great defensive driving, holding onto his position. I think he really learned from his mistake when Plankton was able to get that cutback done. But it looks like Plankton was poking his nose, but wasn't able to really make it stick. They're on what is effectively the penultimate corner now. So unless Plankton wants to do a Hail Mary dive bomb up the final corner, that may be all she wrote. We've got a three-way bout right now between P4, 5, and 6. Looks like RSR Ace is caught in a sandwich between himself, Slowpoke, and C-Dubs. So it's going to be a little tricky. And it looks like Vetterdan was also able to hold on to the position and across the line from P1 and the
America.
very well done, Vetterdan.
Oh, yeah.
And Nottie coming all the way up from P7 to a podium as we got a drag race to the finish line, and Slowpoke takes it by a freckle. Cornbread in P7, Papa in P8. Wicked will be taking P9 on no fuel. Looks like Strychnine will take P10, and we have Jimmy K9, who had a less than stellar race, but well done to him nonetheless for sticking through it. And it looks like he's out of gas? No, he's still got a little bit of gas.
not quite. He's still going.
All right. And that is split 2 done. So congratulations to Vetter Dan for the pole position and the clean race. He was able to make it stick. And just hats off to him. Let's go take a look at those provisional results. So we've got Vetter Dan taking the race victory with a total race time of 25 minutes, 5 seconds, .253. We have Plankton in P2 trailing by .420 seconds. Blaze it. Rounding out our podium will be McNaughty in the AMG, followed by Slowpoke Rod CBR and RSR Ace rounding out the podium. Going on down the order, we've got C-Dubs and Cornbread in P6 and 7 respectively. P8, we have Papa, who also had the fastest lap of the race with a 152.788. Making our way down the order, we've got Wicked CBR in P9, Strict9 in P10, and rounding out our grid for this second split will be Jimmy K9, who definitely gave everything he could and valiant effort nonetheless. So, congratulations to the race victors, to our podium finishers. Congrats to McNaughty for fighting his way all the way up to P7. Gentlemen, before we wrap this up, Split 1, Driver of the Day. Now, don't break your backs over it. Don't, you know, not everybody at once.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to think. My
Yeah, I was thinking.
would definitely have to be Better Dan for pulling out the win.
No, Split 1, Shaggy.
Split 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, my thought would be Jorge for just dominating the whole race. He obviously knew the track. He did his practice. He knew what he needed to do, and he stuck with it the entire time, and it brought him the win.
All right, Leo?
Give me a second here. I've got to remember everybody's name. We have so many names to go through. I can't think of it. Try to think back to all the stuff that happened because there was quite a bit that happened. Give me a second here.
Take your time. I'm going to watch baseball. We're going to be here a minute.
Man. I can't decide at the moment.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I do see Vetterdan saying it was Shaggy. So, I mean...
Yeah, you know what? I'll go with Shaggy. Dude's done a lot, and, you know, and he knew when to, you know, call it quits when, you know, you're not feeling it and you're not doing too well. And you don't want to become a problem on the track. Sometimes it's best just to back out. And I mean, the guy is running the whole league as well. So, I mean,
yeah.
Doing both props at the same Shaggy, time is crazy.
Props to Shags. He's the brainchild behind the entire league thing. That's his baby. And, you know, definitely has the knowledge and the skills to put together some awesome track and car combos for all of us.
Alrighty, go over to Split 2. Chuck, you said Vetter Dan. You sticking with that one?
I'm sticking with that one. America.
Okay,
I'm a Ford man way down in my insides, but I love to see American cars do well in competition.
All right, Leo, your call.
I'm gonna go with McNaughty. I mean, he started towards the back and worked his way all the way up to the top like you think he would. So, I mean, that's a pretty easy choice for me.
You know, I could see that, but I also see Talon. Oh, no, Dan making a good argument for Papa as well. So,
yeah, it was a toss-up. I couldn't decide on which one.
I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say jury's out. So you guys discuss amongst yourselves. We have until, you know, end of broadcast tomorrow to get our driver of the week. So you guys deliberate and talk amongst yourselves. But that brings this broadcast to a close. So if you like what you heard, you can follow Leo over here on YouTube at Leo24432, where he streams GT7, Satisfactory, Half-Life, and whatever else gets thrown in there. Oh, iRacing, that too sometimes. You can follow Chuck over here on YouTube, where he does a lot of Batman and GT7. If you just like hearing me talk, you can find me over primarily on Twitch. YouTube is just there. So you can find me on Twitch at V2Nix, where I play whatever I feel like and say whatever I feel like. And if you can get behind that, then yeah, all of our handles are right there. We'd love to see you out in the wild. And until tomorrow, y'all stay safe, stay warm, stay well fed. And as always, bye-bye for now.
The engine's roaring life in the fast lane. PHG, we've been named, tearing up the game. Thunder on the track, speed never go lack. Pushing limits, breaking barriers, ain't looking back. Tires screaming as we take that turn. Fuel and fire in our hearts we burn. Opponents in the mirror, they can't keep up. Keep the throttle down, never wanna let up. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Team strong, bonds like no other. Brothers, sisters, ain't no undercover. Victory sweet, but honor even sweeter. Every race together makes the fight deeper. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Great racers, yeah, better people. Rising like a phoenix, ain't no sequel. PHG, baby, we rule the steeple. Great racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Good racers, better people. Great racers, better people. Crowds chant as the lights go green. Adrenaline rush, it's a traveler's dream. Might stumble, fall, but we rise again. For the banner of PHG flies our friend.